Not sit, but I'm singing what I'm not singing.
Okay.
Okay, we are live.
All right. Shabbat Shalom.
You have your ballot?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, sure.
I almost forgot that. There we go. It's better. Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Shabbat
Shabbat
Shalom.
shalom.
Welcome to those of you in the room, those on Zoom, those watching us on YouTube Live. We are going to begin our Shabbat worship this evening on page 13. If you have the big book, you will find it on page 131, Shiru Ladonai. Here we go. Shiru Ladonai, Shiru Shechatash, Shiru Ladonai, Kol haaretz. Shiru Ladonai, Shiru Shechatash, Shiru Ladonai, Kol haaretz. Shiru Ladonai, Baruch Shemo, Basru miyom liyom, Yeshuato. Shiru Ladonai, Baruch Shemo, Basru miyom liyom, Yeshuato. Shiru Ladonai, Shiru Shechadash, Shiru Ladonai, Kol haaretz. Shiru Ladonai, Shiru Shechadash, Shiru Ladonai, Kol haaretz. Shiru Ladonai, Baruch Shemo, Basru miyom liyom, Yeshuato. Shiru Ladonai, Baruch Shemo, Basru miyom liyom, Yeshuato. We can continue with the lighting of the Shabbat candles. You will find it on pages 2 and 3, pages 120 and 121 in the big book. Who would like to light these candles this evening? Thank you, Sue.
Oh, there it goes.
It is okay.
Just what we needed.
Oh,
It's okay. It's okay. I'll make you a new book.
it's all right.
I'm gonna get another one.
That's what we have, that's what washing machines are for.
No, I will get you another one.
Go ahead, leave your book there, and I will get the towels. Go. Yeah, that happens.
They tell people what happens.
Here, go ahead.
Fine.
Yeah, no, leave the book there. Yeah, okay. Now, be careful because there's wine here.
Yes.
Color.
We don't
So,
have
nice.
a drink.
There you go.
There we go.
Well, you let me know if it doesn't come out.
Okay.
I'm afraid to touch the fire now. Which do you want, Red?
You choose one or two of either one of the paragraphs.
O source of light and truth, creator of the eternal law. O source of light and truth, creator of the eternal law of goodness. Help us to find knowledge by which to live. Lead us to take the words we shall speak into our hearts and our lives. Bless all who enter this sanctuary in need, all who bring the offerings of their hearts. May our worship lead us to acts of kindness, peace, and love.
That's right.
push that up.
No, press the bottom, the square at the bottom.
Afraid the book is.
It's okay. Yeah.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu l'had likner shel Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
Amen. Thank you, Sue.
Should have been somebody else.
It's a miracle. I haven't done that yet. All right, we continue on page 6, page 124 in the big book, as we read responsively. May the door of the synagogue be wide enough to receive all who hunger for love, all who are lonely for friendship.
May it welcome all who have cares to unburden, thanks to express, hopes to nurture.
May the door of the synagogue be narrow enough to shut out pettiness and pride, envy and enmity.
May its threshold be no stumbling block to young or straying feet.
May it be too high to admit complacency, selfishness, and harshness.
May this synagogue be for all who enter the doorway to a richer and more meaningful life.
We continue with Lachado D on page 20, page 138 in the big book. We will sing, as always, verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. And when we reach verse 9, we rise and face the rear of the sanctuary to welcome the Sabbath bride. Shamor bezachor bedibur echad Ishmianu el ha'yuchad Adonai echad U'shemo echad L'shmehu tifaret b'tzivita L'chadodi l'katala Shabbat Yekabela Lechadodi Mikakala May Shabbat Yekabela Likat Shabbat Lechu Benecha Yimekor HaBracha Berosh Mikadem Yesrucha So Ma'aseh B'machshava Tchila Lechadodi Likat Halam Shabbat Yekabela Lechadodi Likat Halam May Shabbat Yekabela Yitorri Ira Oreku Uri Shir Daveri Kevod Adonai Alayechika Lechadodi Likat Halam May Shabbat Yekabela Lechadodi Likat Halam May Shabbat Yekabela. Please rise. Shalom, Ateret Bala, Lam Besimcha Ubetshova, Tov Emunei Am Zimra, Lo Nichala, Lo Nichala, Lechadoti Likakala, Meshavat Yekabela, Lechadoti Likakala, Meshavat Yekabela. A kavanah from outside the prayer book by Rabbi Karen Kedar. Sometimes we see the world as if it falls short of what we need. There's never enough, there's always something missing. The foundation is somehow cracked, leaking goodness. When we believe this, we are afraid. When we are afraid, we behave badly. Sometimes we see the world as if it is filled with possibility. There is a consistent sense of hope. There is always a way. The foundation on which we stand is firm. Opportunity abounds. When we believe this, we foster inner peace. When we are at peace, we are more loving. Each way of seeing the world is a perspective on life and a choice. We choose to see a world of scarcity. We choose to see a world of abundance. God of all things, may I choose to live abundantly and then choose again and again. We continue with the Chatzi Kaddish on page 26, page 144 in the Big Book. Yikadav yikadav shemei Rabba, ve'amad yivrach yirutei ve'amlich malchutei, v'chayechonu yomecho, u'chayetecho Beit Yisrael. Bagala, bagala, ubizman karev, v'yemeru amen. Yehi Shrei Rabba mevarach, le'alam le'al me'amaya, yitbarach, yitbarach v'yishtabach, v'yitvar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, V'yetadar, v'yetaleh, v'yetalah, Shemei dekudesha brichu, Leila mikol birchata, v'shirata, Tushbechata v'nechemata, Damiran b'yama, v'yemeru amen. I've asked Maury to help me again this week because I've still got that nasty cough that won't go away. And as a result, I'm a little bit hoarse, a lot hoarse. We're going to continue on page 28, 146 in the Big Book with our call to worship, the Baruch Hu. As able, we rise and remain standing through the Shema.
Ya la la, ya la la la, ya la la, ya la la la, ya la la, ya la la la, ya la la, ya la la la. Baruch Hu et Adonai, Amivorach. Baruch Adonai Haborach, Le'olam va'ed, Yadadai, 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 Yadadai.
Page 31, 149 in the Big Book.
Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai, Hamarib Arabim.
Put your finger in page 34, page 152 in the big book, and then turn to page 373, 677 in the big book. Open up your eyes, then we'll go right into the Shema. You said 360?
73. 73.
Yes, 373 in the regular Shabbat book, 677 in the big book.
Open up our eyes, teach us how to live. Fill our hearts with joy and all the love you have to give. Gather us in peace as you lead us to your name, and we will know that you are one. Open up our eyes, teach us how to live. Fill our hearts with joy and all the love you have to give. Gather us in peace as you lead us to your name, and we will know that you are one. And we will know that you are one.
34, 152.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Machuto Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Machuto Le'olam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Turn to page,
Please be seated.
thank you.
Mhm.
We turn to page 37 and join together in the English.
Love your God with every heartbeat, with every breath, with every conscious act. Keep in mind the words I command you today. Teach them to your children. Talk about them at work. Whether you are tired or you rested, let them guide the work of your hands. Keep them in the forefront of your vision. Do not leave them at the doorway of your house or outside your gate. They are reminders to do all my mitzvot, so that you can be holy for God. I am Adonai your God. I led you out of Egypt to become your God. I am Adonai your God.
Adonai Elohechem.
Amen.
Page 41, 159. Let's read together.
Sing the song of men and women, joined in understanding and respect. It's the song of God's miracles, an earth protected and cherished, a gift for our children and the generations to come. The song of a land once ravished by war, now quiet and content. Her soldiers home to leave no more. The song of a world redeemed, the song of peace.
Michamocha, page 40, 158.
Elohim Adonai, mi kamocha nedava kodesh. Mi kamocha Elohim Adonai, mi kamocha nedava kodesh. Nora tehilot, Osei felet. Nora tehilot, Osei felet. Alayim lochwei olam va'ed. La 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 la, ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Okay, I am leaving Moshe Ze'eli Yanu Adonai in Lochwei Olam Va'ed. Nora tehilot, Osei felet. Nora tehilot, Osei felet. Adonai in Lochwei Olam Va'ed. Ya la 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 Elohim Adonai, mi kamocha nedava kodesh. Mi kamocha Elohim Adonai, mi kamocha nedava kodesh.
Page 43, 161.
Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up waiting to do your will. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu, v'al kol amo Yisrael, v'al Yerushalayim.
Page 44, 162.
Shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורותם בריאות העולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם בריאות העולם. בני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם בריאות העולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם בריאות העולם. ביום השביעי וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם בריאות העולם.
We turn to page 46, 164 in the big book. As able, we rise for the tefillah.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor V'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Rekonei Hakol, V'zocher Chasdei Avot V'imahot, Umevi Geula Livnei B'neihem, Leman Shemo B'Yahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magen Abraham, Bezrat Sarah.
Page 5168.
Ata Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechaye HaKol Ata Rab Lehoshia, Morid Ata, Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed, Mechaye HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Berofech Olim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Emunato, Lishnei Afar, Micha Mocha Bal Givurot, Umidal Melech, Melech Meni Tumechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, B'ne'eman Ata L'Hachayot HaKol, Baruch Atah Adonai, Mechayeh HaKol.
52-170.
Ata Kadosh V'Shimcha Kadosh, Ukadoshim B'chol Yom Yelucha Selah, Baruch Atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh.
You are holy, your name is holy, and those who are holy praise you every day. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. We are seated. We continue on page 57, 175 in the big book.
Ever-present one, may we, your people Israel, be we in our deeds and our prayer. Wherever we live, wherever we seek you, in this land, in Zion restored, in all lands. You are our God, whom alone we serve in reverence. Baruch atah Adonai, she'otcha levadka vayira na'avot.
Page 59, 177. Let's read together.
When we behold your heavens, the work of your fingers, the moon and stars that you set in place, what are we humans that you are mindful of us? We mortals that you take note of us. You made us little less than divine, adorned us with glory and majesty. You gave us dominion over your handiwork, laying the world at our feet. How majestic is your name throughout the earth. Baruch atah Adonai, Hatov Shimcha Ulachana El Lehodot.
On page 61, 179 in the big book, let's join together in the prayer for peace.
Grant us peace, your most precious gift, O eternal source of peace, and give us the will to proclaim its message to all the peoples of the earth. Bless our country as a safeguard of peace, its advocate among the nations. May contentment reign within our borders, health and happiness within our homes. Strengthen the bonds of friendship and fellowship among all the inhabitants of every land. Plant virtue in every soul, and may the love of your name hallow every home and every heart. Praised are you, Eternal One, who blesses our people with peace. Baruch atah Adonai, hamivarech et amo Yisrael, b'shalom.
Take a few moments for silent reflection and prayer, using the words on the next few pages or those that flow from our hearts. Page 62, 180 in the big book.
Shalom, Bimroma, Huyase Shalom, Aleinu, Ve'atol, Israel, Ve'imeru, Amen. Oseh Shalom Bimroma, Huyase Shalom Aleinu Ve'alkol Israel Ve'imeru Amen. Oseh Shalom Bimroma, Huyase Shalom Aleinu Ve'alkol Israel Ve'imeru Amen. Oseh Shalom Bimroma, Huyase Shalom Aleinu Ve'alkol Israel Ve'imeru Amen.
Do we have any birthdays or anniversaries this week that I don't know about?
Kenny Goldstein.
Not here.
He's enjoying pizza tonight with his wife.
We turn our thoughts to those in need of healing of mind, body, and spirit. Page 253, 371 in the big book. Misha Berach Avotenu B'Imotenu Avraham Yitzchak V'Yaakov Sarah Rivka Rachel V'Leah Hu Yivarech Et HaCholim. Ronnie Ames, April Bell, Elaine Boschnack, Bruce Dalby, Bryant Dalby, Nell Dalby, Carolyn Dowland, Stuart Dowland, Bob Ettinger, Dolores Ettinger, Emma Elder, Barbara Frisbee, Teresa Gilliland, Rachel Goldberg, Jerry Grant, Rachel Gray Castro, Irene Heichman, Katie Johnson, Rick Kramer, Mary Krause, Kevin Langdon, Pamela Langdon, Pastor Sandra Lifesti, Ann Manning, Bob Manning, Linda Manning, Robert Manning III, Dennis Martin, Shannon McFarland, Carol Miller, Cheryl Reed, Pamela Roberto, Jeannie Salini, Shimshon ben Abraham Visara, Mike Stern, April Thomason, Katie Trujillo, Larry Tucker, Karen Usatine, Steve Weintraub, Marvin Zimmerman. Are there others for whom we are praying for healing this Shabbat?
Read status and sign the signal.
Thank you. Anybody on Zoom? For those we've named and those we name in our hearts, we continue. HaKadosh Baruch Hu Yimalei Rachamim Aleichem, L'Hachalimam U'L'Rapotam U'L'Hachazikam, V'Yishlach Lahem Mehera Refuah Shlema Min Hashamayim, Refuat HaNefesh Refuat HaGuf, Hashtab Yagalav Izman Kariv Ben Omar.
Amen.
Amen. And we continue with the Misha Berach that we sing in the middle of that same page.
Berach Avotenu Mikor HaBracha Le'imotenu May the source of strength who bless the ones before us. Help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishebeirach Imotenu Mekor HaBracha Lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shalema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
On Friday evening, April 6th, 1962, Leonard Bernstein was to conduct the New York Philharmonic in a performance of Brahms' D minor concerto. The guest soloist was Glenn Gould, one of the most celebrated classical pianists of the 20th century. Before the concert began, Bernstein did something that initially puzzled and frightened the audience. He spoke to them. Leonard Bernstein was only in the habit of speaking to the audience at Thursday night previews, so many thought that he was going to announce that the soloist had become ill. Instead, Leonard Bernstein told the audience that they were about to hear an unorthodox performance of Brahms' D minor concerto, a performance unlike he had ever heard or even dreamt of. Gould was going to play the concerto in a way that departed significantly from the way it had traditionally been performed, with broad tempi and frequent departures from Brahms' own dynamic indications. In fact, Bernstein told the audience, Mr. Gould's conception of the piece raised the question of what Bernstein was doing conducting it. Sometimes, he said, a soloist and a conductor have different ideas about how a musical composition is supposed to be performed, but they almost always manage, through persuasion or charm or even threats, to achieve a unified performance. This time, however, Bernstein was forced to submit to Gould's wholly new concept of Brahms' D minor concerto that was incompatible with his own understanding of how this was to sound. Why then, Bernstein asked the audience, did he agree to conduct an interpretation of music with which he so thoroughly disapproved? He could, after all, have caused a minor scandal by getting a substitute soloist or letting another person conduct. He gave 3 reasons for his decision. First, he said, Glenn Gould was such a valid and serious artist that he ought to take anything he conceives of in good faith. Second, he found moments in Mr. Gould's performance that emerged with astonishing freshness and conviction. Third, Glenn Gould brought to music a curiosity, a sense of adventure, and a willingness to experiment, which Bernstein admired. Maestro Bernstein felt that we can all learn something from hearing the concerto as performed by Glenn Gould. With that introduction, Bernstein went on to conduct Brahms' concerto in D minor with Glenn Gould as the piano substitute soloist, doing it Mr. Gould's way. This is a wonderful example of how 2 highly principled and talented people dealt with what appeared to be an intractable disagreement. With that concert and Bernstein's explanation in mind, let's examine the intractable disagreement in this week's Torah portion, Korach. Moses' cousin Korach confronts him, along with 250 followers, demanding that Moses share leadership with them. Korach puts forth what appears to be a valid point. All of the Jewish community is holy, yet Moses has elevated himself above them all. They accuse Moses of being a despot who is engaged in nepotism by appointing his brother as high priest and his nephews to key positions. Moses reaches out to the protesters and tries to meet with them, to reason with them, but they refuse to talk. Moses is left with no other choice than to arrange a test. The rebels are to appear the following morning, each with their fire pans, which are used for sacrificial offerings. They are to stand across from Moses and Aaron, who will also each have a fire pan. Moses promises that God will give a sign indicating whom God has chosen to lead the Jewish people. The next morning, Korach and his followers appear as instructed. A fire goes out and incinerates the 250 followers of Korach. Then the earth opens up and swallows Korach and his family alive, along with all their possessions. What is the difference between the disagreement between Leonard Bernstein and Glenn Gould and the disagreement between Moses and Korach? First, the disagreement between Leonard Bernstein and Glenn Gould resulted in an artistic performance still remembered by many all over the world to this day. The disagreement between Moses and Korach ended in the disappearance of Korach and his followers from the face of the earth. It is a wonderful illustration of an ancient rabbinic teaching. The rabbis say that in every argument that is for the sake of heaven, both parties involved in the dispute are destined to endure. If it is not for the sake of heaven, both parties are not destined to endure. Then they give an example of each. An argument for the sake of heaven is the argument between the school of Hillel and the school of Shammai. Both sought to understand the true will of God through study of Torah. They did so with respect for one another, never resorting to personal attacks, understanding that each school of thought was searching for the truth in earnest. But they arrived at different conclusions. It wasn't the conclusion that really mattered. What mattered in the long run was the equanimity and love with which they accepted their differences. Korach wasn't seeking the truth according to the rabbis. He was making an argument that was merely a pretense for his lust for power, his thirst for victory, and his desire for honor and glory. Therefore, he and his party did not endure. Bernstein was able to conduct the Brahms Concerto in D minor with Glenn Gould because he was willing to seek the truth of the music, and with that above any considerations of power or prestige. He believed that Gould had something to offer despite his own almost total disagreement with his offering. He was able to put his ego aside for a higher purpose, or in the rabbi's words, for the sake of heaven. The lesson here is that when we have a disagreement with someone, which we all know we will, we need to take a step back and consider, what's really going on here? Is our own ego, our own pride, even our own fear getting in the way of truly trying to understand the other? Korach refused to talk or to listen. Are we really communicating with each other, or are we simply waiting our turn until the other person finishes so we can have our turn to talk? In other words, are we pretending to converse, but failing to truly communicate and engage with one another? Are we really willing to consider conceding the truth of the other? Or do we have no intention of changing our minds, arguing for argument's sake? That type of dispute results in no benefit and no hope for the future. Are we willing to acknowledge that truth, respect it, even if we cannot share it? If we can, then that relationship will surely endure. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you, Rabbi, for a beautiful message. Shabbat Shalom to those in the room, those on Zoom, and those joining us on YouTube. I'm so pleased you could be with us on this beautiful Shabbat and Juneteenth. Have just a few announcements tonight. It is our third Friday no host dinner. We will be at Luscious Dumplings on I-10. They have a reservation for us at 8:30 under my name if anyone gets there first. Next weekend, no, the weekend after next, Shabbat service on July 3rd will be Zoom only. We will not meet here in person. We will be on Zoom and of course on YouTube. Volunteers are needed to offer the weekly Devar Torah. If you have any ideas on a week, on a specific portion you would like, claim it first. Because people are claiming, no, seriously, please do claim it. Email me and tell me what week you're available and we will get you on the schedule. In addition, for the High Holy Days, there is another volunteer opportunity with the choir. We will be rehearsing tomorrow morning and many Saturdays leading up to the High Holy Days. The ability to read music is helpful but not required. I cannot read music. And we have so much fun together. We genuinely have a good time. Please join the Congregation Shalom Mahjong Club on Sunday, June 28th at 1:30 p.m. for Mahjong. And you can contact Andrea or Sandra for more information. Thank you and Shabbat Shalom. Oh, and thank you to Maury for helping out with the service tonight.
I have one other brief announcement, and that is to thank in advance Dorothy Martin and Pam Langdon, who will be leading next week's Shabbat service while Maury and I are visiting our daughter and grandchildren in Pennsylvania. So thanks in advance. And we're going to continue with the concluding portion of our service, beginning on page 283 with Aleinu. Please rise at table.
And our son-in-law too, he'll be there.
Yes, he will.
Okay, good.
Aleinu
V'shabeach la'adon ha'kol, la'teit kedula li'otzeh breshit, she'usam chalkeinu yached et shemo, v'gor aleinu lehamlich malchuto, v'anachnu korim, u'mishnachavim u'modim, lifnei melech malchei hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
287, 591.
V'ne'emar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu Yeh Adonai echad u'shemo U'shemo echad.
Page 295, 599 in the big book. We think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at this season in years past, and those whom we have drawn into our hearts with our own. Is anybody observing the yard site or remembering somebody for Kaddish this Shabbat?
Eddie Andelman, Walter Parazader, James Burrows.
Anybody on Zoom? Eileen?
Okay.
There you go.
The mother of a very dear friend of mine passed away this past Monday, and I'd like to have her name. Her name is Shi-Wan Cho. Thank you, Rabbi.
Thank you. We remember 10 people who perished in the Holocaust: Sarah Schoenbrunn, Leon Redlich, Elik Lobel, Shmuel Bershkovitz, Sura Kalski, Yolan Kaufman, Ferdinand and Nachum Binder, Rivka Diamant, Ida Freund, Gigius Freund. Zichronam Livracha, may their memories be for blessing as we turn to the words of the Mourner's Kaddish. You'll find it on page 294, 598.
Gadal v'yikadash shemei rabbah. V'yalma dibra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei. V'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael. V'agala v'zman kariv v'yimru amen. V'yehei shmei rabbah mevorach le'olam v'lomei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitba'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekucha b'richu. Le'ela mimkol birchata v'shirata. Tushbrachata v'nechemata. Da'amiran b'yalma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba mimshemaya. V'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mamav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. V'al kol Yoshvei Tevel. V'imru amen.
Amen. May the one who makes peace in the heavens help us to make peace here on earth and send peace to all who are bereaved, as we say.
Amen.
We are going to conclude with Olam Chesed Yibaneh, which is on the back of the bulletin. Please be seated. Sorry about that. Olam
Chesed yibaneh, yadadai, yadadai, yadadai. Olam chesed yibaneh, yadadai, yadadai, yadadai. Olam chesed yibaneh, yadadai, yadadai, yadadai. Olam chesed yibaneh. Yadadai, yadadai, yadadai. I will build this world from love. Yadadai, yadadai, yadadai. And you must build this world from love. Yadadai, yadadai, yadadai. And if we build this world from love, yadadai, yadadai, yadadai. Then God will build this world from love. Yadadai, yadadai, yadadai. Olam chesed yibaneh. Yadadai, yadadai, yadadai. Olam chesed yibaneh. Yadadai, yadadai, yadadai.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
I take it Maury is going to lead us in the Kiddush this evening?
It's in my contract.
Do you trust me to hand down the line?
I don't know. There's show of hands, who trusts you to hand out the line? There we go.
If you'd like to follow along, you will find it in the prayer book on page 5, page 123 in the big book. Thank you.
Look at that, I went for you, Sue.
Wow, just enough,
All right.
just enough.
All right, please join me, everybody, if you've got. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pari hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho b'yahava u'bratzon hinchilanu Zikaron lemaseh v'reshit ki hu yom techila lemikra'e kodesh zecher letziat Mitzrayim Kivanu Vakarta, Miotanu Kidashta, Mikol Hamim, Vishabat Kachaka, Biava Uratzon, Hinchaltanu, Baruch Atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. Amen. L'chaim. Got it.
Baruch atah Adonai,
Eloheinu melech haolam, המוציא לכם מן הארץ.